G'day folks, welcome to another Learn to Paint Club project. Rod Moore here from Moore Art School and Learn to Paint Club, of course. And got a really exciting little project for you today. This is one of my favourite little places or parts of the world, and it's the North Yorkshire coastline. There's little villages there, Whitby, Staithes, Robin Hood's Bay, and look, I just love it there. And every time I get back to the UK, always make sure I spend a day or two up there. Probably not that big a distinction there, but it comes up and it rises up to a high point up there. Okay, and then it drops down below the horizon line, and there's some rocky work there. So that's our horizon line. This is about halfway, so if we go halfway around about there, what happens is there's this big dark mass there, and then there's another grassy part there, more dark masses falling through here, and then there's dark masses of, when I say dark masses, we're talking about shadows in the trees and things there. And then the village of houses all fits in through here. Okay, so what we will do with those, just to get a bit of delineation there so we can understand what we're working with, because these have got to pop up to about that height and they're going to sit in there, and then we're just going to integrate them back in with the grasses and so on. Just before I get to that part, then there's more exposed rock sort of shelf through there. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll block this, just an area in here in a dark. We'll get a control of this alizarin crimson. Okay, so we'll use that as a dark, and I'm not going to try and shape these up just yet, but basically what we've got is rooftops and building walls and so on. And that one comes into a peak about there. That's really our feature cottage, that one. We could probably do another smaller one there. So I'm not going to try and follow exactly the shapes and patterns of the drawing, just because it'd be just too difficult to get it exactly right. Okay, and then we'll just bring the bushes and everything up around that. Now, I don't know that I've got that high enough, because that's actually a two-story building, that one. So let me just reshape that and then we'll put that one up just so that it sticks out and it becomes a bit of a feature there. Step two now is let's have a look at these darks and block those in. Okay. I got an interesting email from one of our new students, members of the Learn to Paint Club, saying how when I do the darks, she's always concerned that, what am I doing? It's all going to look too dark and too messy. But then her comment was that, it always seems to come together and look great, towards the end. And that's because, this is just one step in the process here. We're not going to stop at this step, obviously. But this is the way a lot of great artists paint, is starting off with their darks and then highlighting and lightening over those darks. Come down to about there, because below that we've got the rocky shelf. A little bit more white into it, and we'll lighten it off in around closer into the bay here. Okay, so somewhere around about there is going to be the right tone. Let's just pop it up and see. Okay. So this runs sort of fair way up into the sky here. And this just massage it around until you get something that you're sort of happy with. There's no right or wrong to this at all. As you can probably tell, I'm just sort of making it up based loosely on the photo, but I'm not being a slave to the photo at all. Okay, welcome back. We're now going to do step 3 of the Moore method of painting, and we're going to now start to bring this blocking stage to life. A bit of drama and a bit of light happening in here. It's going to be a great little painting. So I think we'll get in some of this green in here. There's basically 2 tones. There's a dark green and then there's a mid-tone green. So I think we'll work on that, or actually it's more of a highlight green streaming down through here. It's certainly cutting in through this section. That might be a little bit too bright, that light tone. In fact it is. I'll just mix it back into that green and we'll just grey it back a bit. I'll just utilise it to clip the edges of these foliage. Okay, now the most important part about this painting is the detailing up of this and a few little highlights here and there to bring it to really pop out. So we'll switch now to a smaller brush. Use this one here, just a little liner brush. And let's get some dark accents into here. So you've got to be careful now. Windows, or go with the eaves there. A couple of windows. It's a little bit strong, that dark. I could probably just tone it back a bit. Okay, we'll put in some dark chimneys. It's a darky red tones. We'll get some of that, and we'll get some of that. Need to be darker, or at least on one side it does, and we'll just put some cast shadow from it there. Okay. Whoops. Too jolly big. There we go, Robin Hood's Bay. Not a bad little painting, a little bit more in it than some of our beginner projects that we do in the Learn to Paint Club, but I think this is quite a pleasing outcome overall when you have a go at this and just work your way through it. The important part is, this is the dark, and then we keep this just grey back and lighter than this front section, and really work on getting enough details in here so that people can look at it and go, oh, that's a little village, and just get enough highlight on there, but don't overdo it. And some of those little shadows, with the chimneys and so on, really make it a sense of light coming through there, and just clipping on the some of the trees as well. Great little painting. Have a go at it. Let me know how you go. Send me a photo of how you've gone with this one. I'd love to see it. See you next time in the Learn to Paint Club. Cheers.